start with 10, then you're bound to win.
Make a deal with yourself, you'll get after it. Find something that you love, call it passionate. Or find some passion in anything behind, gotta quit. Your journey starts now, time to make it happen, man. You could be great, have it your way. Served up like some room service on a nice plate. The highlight is only hours a day away from making a change to the life that you chase on. New year, new you, new day. Go prove to yourself you can do anything you wanna do. When you set your mind to something big that you choose, break it down to the root, chip away, gotta move. Push past all your limitations. Right now, consider this an invitation. Make your work go up like inflation and start chasing your dreams. Stop waiting.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'll be talking about the new AR from Iron Banner, the Dark Decider. I have some crucible defeats on this gun. I have 175 crucible defeats on it. The more I played with this AR, the more I confirmed my initial thoughts about it. To be honest with you guys, we do have better options than this AR for both PvP and PvE. In this video, I'll tell you all what's wrong about this AR, why it is not worth your time, and I'll be telling you all about our better options for both PvP and PvE. So for PvE, people are hyping this AR for it being able to roll with voltshot. Voltshot is a very strong perk for PvE. It synergizes with so many Arc 3.0 builds. It gives you so many benefits. The reasons why I think it's still not worth it, because this season specifically we do have overload rounds, so we are going to use an AR or an SMG to stun overload champions. An interrupted fire from your equipped auto rifle or submachine guns grants bullets to that specific gun to stun combatants that are overload champions. I will tell you exactly why there is no reason why you would use Dark Decider over Ikilos SMG. So let's quickly switch to the Destiny 2 gunsmith side so I can explain and show you exactly what I mean by that. So Dark Decider have voltshot and autoload and holster, and like a quick note, it is a reskin of the crate and so many ARs before it. So this is off topic. So basically, why Ikilos SMG is better than Dark Decider to stun overload champions for PvE: one, because it can has enhanced voltshot instead of the regular one. Two, it can have insane reload perks enhanced, threat detector, bobtail motion, feeding frenzy, and three, it can have Seraph round that can damage multiple combatants at the same time, and Dark Decider will not have this feature. On top of that, it will give you a portion of your magazine back if you unshield a target. If you use this against an arc shielded ad in PvE and like GM's Nightfalls, if you unshield an arc shielded target, you will get a portion of your magazine back. That's crazy, and Dark Decider cannot do that for you. So overall, Ikilos SMG is way better than Dark Decider. Now for PvP, Dark Decider is basically not the best option. If you want to run an AR, I will explain everything to you guys. So first of all, it's a 720 RPM AR, and 720s have a very close range to that from SMGs. For example, this Shayura's Wrath before the nerfs had 26 meters. With range masterwork, it had 27 meters range. After the nerfs, it have 25 meters of range, and the best God roll Dark Decider can only have 28 meter of range, so that's dangerously close to Shayura's range. Inside of Shayura's range, you will lose 90% of the time against it. One, because people who have Shayura's are OGs, are good. Two, because Shayura have a better TTK overall. And three, there is some people who run Shayura's and also have Zims, so like they will beat you anyway. And now I will give it a fair comparison with another 720 rounds per minute AR that we have currently in the game, and that's way better according to my experience. So to do the comparison, we have to go to the LightGG site. So this is the Godroll Dark Decider roll on LightGG for PvP. It will be arrowhead break and counterbalance stock to fix the recoil the best we can. It cannot reach 100, it can only reach 88 at best, which is not optimal. Some bullets will still go left and right. The fact that this AR cannot reach 100 recoil direction isn't as bad for MNK users than it is for controller users, because they are on the sticks. Moving to the next column, the magazine column, I would go with accurized rounds and the range masterwork and the range finder to push the range on this AR all the way up to 28 meter, which is the best in its class, and you will see afterwards, but it has some downsides. In the third column, I will go with dynamic sway for more accuracy and more stability when I hold down the trigger, which is the thing that you are going to do because it's an AR, you will hold down the trigger. So some people will argue that Iron Grip and Iron Reach is also good. It's not, because you will lose some reload, you will lose some stability, and you will lose some potential accuracy that you would have if you went with dynamic sway reduction. So this is basically all what we are left with. The zoom is low at base at 16, The recoil is still not that perfect at 88. What's also not that perfect about this gun, it's its base aim assistance at 72 only. So a fair comparison of this 720 round per minute arc AR will be with Sweet Sorrow. So Sweet Sorrow is craftable, is from season 16 I believe. It's arc just like Dark Decider, and it's 720 RPM exactly like Dark Decider. So the comparison here is very fair. The gauge roll here again is arrowhead break and counterbalance to make the recoil perfect at 100, accurate rounds, and a Rage Master Rook to push the range all the way to 26.8. I will talk more about this in a second. For the third column here, it can have enhanced perpetual motion that will allow you to reach perpetual motion ×2 quicker. For the fourth column, it can have tap the trigger and enhanced tap the trigger that will give you higher benefits for the same duration. Here, what's crazy about Sweet Sorrow is its ability to reach max stability for 0.6 seconds after you start shooting. I will explain why. The stability is at 54 with this specific roll, and then with perpetual motion ×2, that's a 15 increase, it will push it to 69, which is a coincidence. Tap the trigger will add 40 more stability that will push it to 109 stability. So you will have over 100 stability for 0.6 seconds. That will basically make it like a laser beam. It's 100 stability and 100 recoil direction for 0.6 seconds. The TTK on this thing is like 0.77, I think. I don't have the exact value, but having max stability for 0.6 seconds is basically like 90% of the time needed to kill someone. And you will not notice that drop off in the stability in the final 0.1 second because we are not robots when the benefits from that trigger are off. So this is basically a laser beam. I have so many games where I did double worh rounds with this thing in like quick play, like 6v6. It's very solid and consistent. The only downside of this AR is it having 1.2 meter of range less than the Dark Decider, but the benefits are massive. So the benefits are 100 stability for 0.6 seconds, which is insane, more handling by only 3, but it will get even more handling with perpetual motion when you finally proc it. It has better reload when perpetual motion is ×2 procced. It has better base aim assist, and the aim assist will improve with tap the trigger on the initial trigger pull, which is insane. The zoom is at 17, which is higher than Dark Decider, that's at 16. Finally, the recoil direction on Sweet Sorrow is perfect at 100, and on Dark Decider it's not, it's only at 88. It has 26.8 damage fall off, but the damage fall off on ARs is not that harsh as it is on SMGs or hand cannons. So if you fight someone outside of your damage fall off range, you will not lose so much damage. The thing that you have to worry about when you are using an AR is the aim assist and stickiness fall off, and not the damage fall off, because the damage will remain good if you fight like 5 meters, 6 meters outside of your damage fall off range. What's dangerous, what's not acceptable is when you lose the stickiness with an AR. The stickiness on this thing is insane. It's craftable. You can have the gauge roll easy by crafting it and leveling this thing up from Season of the Psyops. There is an additional tip that I will give you guys. This is like a personal advice for you guys. So if you are on controller or MNK, I would recommend an AR that's better than these two, according to my humble experience. It's also craftable, and it's the Amit AR2. What's really good about this AR is its ability to outrange SMGs. 32 meters is more than enough to outrange all SMGs. You are completely safe. Insane stats. Overall, the aim assist is good, the recoil direction is perfect. You can have max recoil direction with only arrowhead, so you can have targeting adjuster here on instead of counterbalance. Then for the magazine, you can have either ricochet or high caliber. It's all up to you because you don't really need the stability. You will have insane stability from the combination of dynamic sway and tap the trigger, and you can have these two enhanced. This AR is like a laser beam, it's like heaven for controller players and MNK. I do play controller myself, but only like 1% of the time. I enjoy playing MNK more than controller, but I do play controller, and this is insane on controller. I can only tell you that. Cherry on top of this AR is the Omolon Fluid Dynamic. It will give you more stability on the top half of your magazine. So basically, because this AR have low mag at 32, I played with this a lot. After every engagement, after every time you kill someone, you will have to reload anyway because the magazine is not that huge. So when you reload, you're only facing people with Omolon Fluid Dynamic procced because you are on the top half of your magazine. That's a 20 stability and 30 plus in reload, which is a cherry on top. It's just more stability, more consistency, and the accuracy, stability benefits from tap the trigger and dynamic sway enhanced combined is just crazy on this thing. A friendly advice from me, if you are looking for an AR just to play Crucible, aim it is for you, is insane. If somehow, for some reason, you are addicted to 720 RPM auto rifles, I cannot recommend Sweet Sorrow more. Dark Decider isn't the best for both PvP and PvE. For PvE, iKills SMG will be, of course, better. I forgot to tell you what are the god rolls on Dark Decider, but I didn't. For PvE, the Dark Decider god roll for me personally will be small bore, accurate for more range, auto loading, so I don't have to reload this at all when I am like stunning champions with it. I'll do it whatever. Voltshot, but you don't need subsistence with voltshot because every time you get a kill you will manually reload, so you will need things that reload the gun faster for you, and that's why I would go with a reload masterwork on this thing, and voltshot is the reason why you would use this in the first place. For PvP, I would go with arrowhead break, accurized rounds, dynamic sway, and rangefinder, as I showed you on LightGG earlier. So that's it basically for my god roll guide. Thank you guys so much for watching. Basically, you don't have to farm this AR on Iron Banner this season. Do not lose all of your legendary shards trying to focus, trying to chase the god rolls. It is not worth it. iKills SMG does exactly what Dark Decider does in PvE, but just better. Sweet Sorrow does exactly what it does in PvP, but just better. And Aim It is basically the final boss of AR. So if you are looking for the best AR, the Aim It AR2 is basically the one for you. You can just craft it and you will thank me later. So I will thank you right now for watching. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think about my video. Let me know what you think about this AR down in the comments. Subscribe for more videos like this one to help me out with the algorithm. See you on my next one, and peace.
Sweet smell of rose.